Was there actually, pardon me, a physical process where people would go into the sarcophagus still breathing and still, alive, and through a period of 3 days, the body would somewhat die and they'd go into another dimension? I mean, do you know the physical process of that?
No, I know that everything done by the Hanut, the priestess of the temple, and it is well prepared to put in a sarcophagus. The word sarcophagus, we haven't got it here. We just say perka, the house of the body. Sarcophagus is a Latin word or a Greek word, means the body eater, sarcophagus, and means the body eater. It eats the body, but Egyptians, because the atmosphere in Egypt permit the body remain in good conditions for ages. So the aim is to come back to life, like the disk of the sun. When it sits, it rises. It's the resurrection. In countries like moist countries like Asia, the theory switched into reincarnation. You come back to life, but in a different form. I mean, you don't use the body. The body is done, like a vehicle, as you say, but it comes back in a butterfly or a frog or a crocodile.
How do they do the mummification? Do you know?
Mummification is a big operation. There are 3 sections in the mummification, 3 parts. It's 42 days. The mummy has to stay in the temple for 42 days. The first day encountered when the deceased transferred from the house into the temple, and the last day from the temple into the necropolis. So what's left is 40 days, and we still celebrate the mourning days as 40 days, Yom al-Arba'in, and that's the 40 days. The mummification operation is simple as you see it. They open the stomach, take all the organs out, prepare it, the delicate parts of the body, put in 4 jars, half full of oil, which is oil is very expensive. It's valued as gold, and
essential oil.
Essential oil, yes, oil of the flower, and this flower only is the lotus, and when you see, excuse me, when you see the symbol of life is you have the lotus flower. It's because you dip that delicate parts of the body, the organs, into the jar. It's half full of oil, and you dip these organs in but the rest of the body, it's dipped in salt, natural salt, and wrapped up in layers and layers of linen. And that exists in the 3rd stage, where people can use a textile and more instruments like costume jewelry, necklace, like beads, and the spirit or the soul. It's a human head and body of vulture. So that's the initiation to bury the body with this one.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
This concerns my brother Arthur, who was a speaker at Giant Rock, a good friend of George Van Tassen. He pondered a riddle many times, and I don't know if he really got the answer, but he was pondering the question, the stone which the builders rejected has become the head of the corner. He wondered about that many times and talked with me about it. Do you have any ideas about that? What does it mean? The stone which the builders rejected has become the head of the corner.
You mean the cornerstone?
Well, I don't know what...
Or the capstone? The capstone is the last stone added to the construction for what we call today pyramid. It's the one piece of stone comes the last part, the upper part of that construction, which is we call pyramid today.
But why was the phrase used, the stone which the builders rejected? Why would it be rejected? Has become the head of the corner.
Maybe this, I don't know exactly what you want to say, but If the cornerstone is rejected, that means your theory or your idea is rejected as a cornerstone.
I see.
Yeah, it become a phrase to use like, I didn't drink the milk or something like that.
Good to see you here.
Thank you, sir. Karina.
Who built the pyramids?
Who built the pyramids?
Aywa.
The people.
Ah. And who are the people?
The Sesh of Al-Khemet.
And what background would they be?
The background of...
What's their heritage? Are they African? Are they Mediterranean?
they are blend.
Right.
They are blend. This is the oldest melting pot in the world, still alive, is what we call Egypt today, and it's formerly known as El Khemet. From now on, we say chematology. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. And what happened that this high civilization that had built these monuments or these instruments, and I'd like you to also address what they were used for specifically. A small question. What precipitated, I mean, to this bringing down of this knowledge? Is it lost?
No, it's not lost. As far as I know, we have more than 5 senses, and the temples, you can call a temple, church, mosque, Buddha, whatever. This is misguide the people, and the misguiding here based on greed. Knitters create our planet with plenty place and food for all creatures, but greed drives us to another aspects, which is we may call wars, fights, and hate.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say one word to be repeated twice together. Say with me, Yaqini, Yaqini.
Yaqini, Yaqini.
Thank you, Yaqini, Yaqini. This is the word, this is the magic word. You'll be, I'm protected by my positive. It doesn't matter how size I am, how strong I am, but I'm positive. I'm protected by my positive. Say it again. Yaqini, Yaqini.
Yaqini, Yaqini.
Thank you.
Can I make an editorial comment?
Please.
Thank you. If we go into the matriarchal lineage, which maybe is another talk, and the idea for the Sesh knew that the only one you can be sure of your birth is your ma, the one who gives you birth. And so it wasn't a matter of loving the son or daughter more or less. It's, if you're thinking of the other day, the resurrection day, you want to leave your property through a line where you can be sure that it's your relation. It wasn't a matter of somebody being superior. So also, maybe I would like to hear you talk a little bit about the ability of the people through the thymus gland to choose their seating, so that part of the explanation for why the society at that time that was able to build the pyramids, the Perneter, that were Perneter built on the giant Perba, were done by people that had no self-consciousness of what we're suffering today, and looking at the physical as the main aspect of being. And then the reason, if this is taken away, of what those things were meant to be used for. ماشي.
Yes, ماشي. شكرا يا حبيبتي. This is a very interesting subject. My mother is sure, 100%, I'm her birth. But is my father? That's the question. So the difference between father and mother is that word of matriarch and patriarch. In Alchemitian traditions is a matriarch, and for the boy to be born is very grateful to his mother that gave him birth. I want to add here something very interesting, which is my colleagues are confused about Upper and Lower Egypt crown. There is no upper and there is no Lower Egypt crown. What we see on the head of the man, like a bottle, it's the thymus in the woman's body. And this thymus, it is the only secure if she accepts the sperm of the man she love, and if she doesn't accept it, the thymus can kick that sperm out, and you don't need birth control stuff. It's the mother doing the. She have the choice, and she. That's why this symbol on the man's head is to show how grateful his mother accept him and give him a life.
And the other that it sits in sometimes?
Yes, it sits what we call lower Egypt crown, which is reddish. That's the womb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the thymus and the womb are together, a team together.
The ba and the ka of seating.
The ba and the ka, yes.
And there's a little curling.
The reed of the life, the life symbol is a little reed comes out of the thymus, and nobody explained that reed before, and there is no name for it except the reed, which is grows plenty on the river, and one of these symbols in the Commission letters is the E or I or Y. It looks like a comb. So this is part of that reed, the symbol of life from the water.
Why did the male Netru have bull tails?
Thank you.
All of them.
Yeah, all yes. Yeah, the fact is that the male are proud to be titled as the bull of his mother. I am the bull of my mother. So when men were killed, they related to the killed built a bull tail. So he's honored to be the bull of mother, and proud of being the bull of his mother. And that's title for almost all the men you see there. Scenes, the carvings on the walls, you see something like this, and the bull tail related from the back of his kilt belt into the a little below the knee. And the mother is always sitting on the chair like this part to here, that show the high level of the woman.
And what's the male symbol then that would be with that seat, that chair for the woman?
The eye.
She's the stationary place, the head of the house.
The eye is the man who supports the house with wood. You know, wood in Egypt are very rare. So he's the...
Why is it just an eye?
Well, that's the main part used in the man is the eye, so for protection, well, not protection of what, but it's just the vision can help. You know, I can see by my sense places located in the other side of the planet. And these senses we didn't lost. It's in us still, but it's shrink like muscles we don't use. And that's the aspect we're coming at when we ended from the darkness of Amen.